Australia. It looks simple. One giant island floating in the southern hemisphere, right? But look closer, and this big old landmass is actually divided into 6 states, 2 territories, and a couple of islands most Aussies forget even exist. Today, we're breaking down how Australia's carved up, why it's like that, and what makes each part of it so unique. So grab your imaginary passport. We're going state by state across the land down under. Let's start with the Big Six, the Australian states. Each one's got its own vibe, its own weather, and its own brand of chaos. The OG colony, where it all began in 1788. Sydney, the capital, is basically the face of Australia. Beaches, bridges, and a skyline that's constantly on postcards. But beyond the city, New South Wales is rugged, green, and full of history. From the Blue Mountains to the outback towns that feel like time forgot them. Now down south, Victoria, small but mighty. Melbourne runs on coffee, footy, and complaining about the weather. It's artsy, competitive, and home to the Great Ocean Road, one of the most scenic drives on Earth. Victoria might not be the biggest state, but it sure acts like it. Sunshine, surf, and storms. Welcome to Queensland. This place is tropical paradise up north, beach haven down south, and crocodile territory everywhere in between. It's got the Great Barrier Reef, Daintree rainforest, and some of the most laid-back people you'll ever meet, unless you insult their rugby team. Then there's the behemoth, Western Australia. It's massive, like bigger than most countries. Perth is one of the most isolated cities in the world, surrounded by desert on one side and endless ocean on the other. But WA's where you'll find pink lakes, red earth, and gold mining towns that still glimmer under the heat. South Australia is quiet, proud, and full of surprises. It's got the Barossa Valley, Wine Central, and Kangaroo Island, where the animals outnumber people by a landslide. Adelaide, it's chill, organized, and actually kinda underrated. And finally, the island state, Tasmania. Cold, wild, and ridiculously beautiful. It's where the cleanest air in the world meets some of the oldest forests on the planet. Tassie used to be seen as Australia's forgotten cousin. Now it's the place everyone secretly wants to move to. Now, the states might get all the attention, but the territories are where things get interesting. The Northern Territory, it's massive, it's empty, and it's wild. Home to Uluru, Kakadu, and about 1 million stories older than time itself. The culture here runs deep. Ancient Aboriginal heritage meets raw natural power. Oh, and the crocodiles? Yeah, they're not a joke. Then there's the Australian Capital Territory, tiny, political, and totally surrounded by New South Wales. It's where you'll find Canberra, Australia's capital city. Built from scratch in the middle of nowhere because Sydney and Melbourne couldn't agree on who should be the capital. Democracy at its pettiest, and I love it. And if you zoom way out, you'll find little dots that still fly the Aussie flag, like Christmas Island and Norfolk Island. Each with their own wild stories and quirks, like red crabs that shut down roads or islands with their own time zones. So that's Australia. 6 states, 2 territories, and a geography that's way more complicated than most people think. If you want to see me do the United States, smash that subscribe button. Help our channel reach 300 subscribers.